We're live again. I'm showing now that I'm live. This is Charles. I'm going live. Uh, I'm the owner of Threet Retirement Planning. Here's the reason why I want to do lives. I really enjoy talking about financial issues, retirement planning. That's my main focus. Is those are getting ready to retire or already in retirement. And the things I wanted to talk about today, just quickly, was about the four discussions you should be having with your agent or advisor, whoever it is you're working with. And if you're not having these discussions, you should be. Okay. So I don't want to hold you up. I want to just get right into it. So the first thing that I believe, and it's what I do, I believe the first discussion you probably should have with your agent or advisor is that you need an income plan. And here's the thing, if you're counting on Social Security, Uh, first of all, I'm going to be straight up with you. I believe in having guaranteed income coming in. I'm not real enthusiastic about having taking withdrawals out of your retirement accounts, especially if you got all that money set up in, uh, if you've got it set up in mutual funds, stocks. And the reason why is because the, uh, the price for those can fluctuate, which can affect your income every month. And that's not something I want for my clients. I'd rather have my clients in a guaranteed. I want you to have the money coming in every single month, month after month, because that way you can count on it. You know what you've got to pay, what's going out. So that way you've got guaranteed income coming in. So I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you straight up. I do like income annuities because your Social Security is the income annuity. If you're anybody who's worked anywhere that you get a pension, I know pensions are uh, they're almost a thing of the past. And if you're not working for typically government agencies, either local or federal, you probably don't have a pension anymore. Most corporations don't offer one anymore, and so they've switched over to the uh, uh, a defined benefit, not a defined benefit plan, but they've got you got your 401ks, 403bs, 401a, and those sorts of programs, your IRAs. So you have to fund your own retirement. Okay. So anyway, the first discussion you should have is what's your income plan? Okay. How much income do you need or want? And how much you're going to have coming in? And here's the other thing. Here's another big point I want to make with this. And that is, if you're married, what happens to the spouse's income who survives? If you pass or they pass, what is the surviving spouse's income going to be uh, after you're gone or after they're gone? Are you going to be able to make it on the income that you've got set in front of you? Okay. This is a big deal. Because I'm working with people who are in situations where if one spouse passes away, they're going to lose about 60-70% of the income that they got coming in on a monthly basis. And the only way to at least offset some of that is going to be to take some of the money they've saved for retirement, create their own personal pension so that they can increase their monthly income. Okay. So that's the first discussion you should have. Okay. The second discussion you should be having is about tax planning. Again, if you, for me personally, if you are not interested in saving as much on taxes as you can, it's we're probably not going to be a match for each other. And here's the reason why I say this. Okay. Everything you do, if you work, you get taxed. If you buy something, you get taxed. If you buy gas, you get taxed. If you buy groceries, you get taxed. Now, again, maybe there are other states in the country where they don't tax those things as much, but they're going to have a state income tax if they don't have a sales tax. So the whole point of it is I want you, and I'm going to give you an illustration. I want you to keep the money in your pockets, okay? I don't want you to be giving that money away because that money is going to come in critical for you to get through retirement. You're counting on the money that you've saved and or your Social Security and or your pension with that money that you've saved to get you through retirement. And the number one fear for retirees is running out of money. They fear running out of money during retirement more than they fear dying. Studies have shown this over and over. And so I want to help you put together a plan to make sure that you and or your spouse are both going to be okay one way or the other. Okay? So, but anyway, the tax plan, I want to help you make sure that you're not going to be paying more in taxes than you absolutely are necessarily have to pay. And you can do that. Well, let me ask a question. This is what I want to ask. When is the best time to pay your taxes on your retirement accounts? Is that when you're making higher levels of income or when you're bringing in less? Right? It's pretty obvious, right? It's going to be when you're bringing in less. And I have a program that helps me work through that, and we can do it year by year. But what I want to help you do is to minimize your lifetime income tax on your retirement savings. Okay, so that's the second discussion you should be having with your agent advisor. The third discussion is going to be, what is your plan for long-term care? Let's just be honest about it. Okay, most of us at some point, our health is going to decline. We're going to need help and we're going to need care. And the thing about it is if you don't have children or your spouse is not able to help take care of you, how are you going to receive that care? Do you want to receive that care at home, or would you rather be put in a facility, a nursing home or a rehabilitation center for you to get that care? Okay, so there's choices to be made so that you can do the things that you want to do and make the choices you want to make, but you have to set it out in a plan. If you don't do it, then somebody else is going to make that choice for you. And I know most of you probably don't want that, right? Okay. If you got any comments, you can leave those comments. Leave a comment in the comment section, and you can ask a question if that's what you want to do, or you can say, hey, contact me, and we'll try to get together. Okay. So on with the fourth discussion. The fourth discussion is, what is your legacy or your estate plan? Now, let me point this out to you. Everyone has an estate plan, and it doesn't matter how much an asset you have, how much property you have. There is an estate plan for you already set in place, and it's called probate. It's the government plan. Now, here's the thing. Do you want the government plan or do you want your own personal plan? That's your choice. Okay, I can help you put together a personal plan. I have a program that you can use very easily, go through it step by step, and set forth what you want to do in case one gets sick. And, unfortunately, we're all going to pass away. That's just life, right? We're here for a period of time and then we're gone. Okay, but you also have the choice to set forth how you want things done once you're no longer here, and you can control that from the grave. Okay, because you can set that in stone by doing a living trust, and then have all your powers of attorney inside that trust, so you can do those things. So that's the four discussions. Again, let's go over it. You should be having a income plan discussion. You should have a tax plan discussion. You should be having a long-term care discussion, and you should be having an estate plan discussion with whoever your agent advisor is. And if you're not getting those things from whoever it is you're working with, then you might want to consider at least having a discussion with somebody else about those issues. Okay. So what I'm about to do is, if you want to leave a comment below, that'd be great. You can subscribe to my channel. I want to start doing these at least on a weekly basis, and I want to extend them out. I know this was a little bit short today, but I just wanted to do something first. The thing I wanted to really do today was to make sure that I'm talking to the camera. I wanted to make sure that I got this one done. This is the first one I've done. So I want to do more of these. If you have comments or questions about other things you'd like to see me talk about or bring up, I've got plenty of things to talk about in the upcoming weeks and months. So it's okay. But if you got something that you'd like for me to at least address, I know I work with quite a few federal employees, and so I know their retirement system is a little bit confusing to people. Some people get confused about how they go about the retirement process. How do you keep your insurance, your health insurance especially, and or your life insurance, and those sort of things, filling out the paperwork and all those things. So again, if you have a question or something that you'd like for me to cover, I'd be more than happy to at least take a look at it and see if it'd be a topic that I want to address. So again, I want to thank you. I'm going to shut the live stream off. And so I appreciate it that you've been on here listening to me, and take care. See you next video.